All right. The red light is on. We're around like 28, 30 hours before UFC 310. I'm having a stud UFC fighter, family of Fight Bananas, who's fighting on UFC 311, one of the most stacked cards I can remember in a long, long time. Mr. Grant Dawson. Grant, what's up, brother? How are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing? It's always good to be back on. It's always good to do these. I love these card breaks.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Grant and I, we like talking a little bit to each other. We just literally, it's the card break. It connects us for sure.
For real. And honestly, I'm planning on going undefeated today, minus any women you might pull.
Yeah. Well, I skipped them over. I know our connection. I skipped them. Real quick, one thing we were saying off air, of course, your fight announcement was around like 2 weeks ago. Diego Ferreira, this has been like in the works for like 3 years. Finally, it's happening. That must be great. But this card over, especially the last 4 days, it's like, I'm not even joking. To me, I haven't been this excited for a card since UFC 300. And what's your take on it? I have a take on it as well, but I just want what do you think about how stacked and amazing this card is?
Yeah, I mean, there's always pros and cons to a really stacked card. I think, a couple of cons are probably zero chance of winning bonus money, too many big hitters, too many big names. Probably zero chance of being on the main card. In fact, I saw a thing of the card the other day, and I know for a fact that they don't finalize the card until fight week. Right. So, but right. I saw that they had me, as of right now, they had me as the early prelims. The last fight of the early prelims. So that's not even the prelims. But I know that can change. But, it does kind of suck because no matter how good my performance is, and you and I as super fans, we've done this before where we've seen really, really great fights and then we forget about them because the next 10 fights were amazing as well. So really, no matter how good my performance is, it's going to be hard to get that, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not breakout fight, but like the notoriety of a night.
I have nothing but love for, of course, you and your last performance, and then the post-fight speech. Like, you took all of it. Like, the show was over, and everyone was talking about Grant Dawson for multiple days. And I get what you're saying, that you are assuming that will be pretty hard after UFC 311. Right. But the one thing I will disagree it was funny. I just had this kind of thing because I'm on this side of it and I see posts and I see numbers and all this stuff. The card is getting so beloved. The card is from everyone, every media outlet there is, like, this is the card. So now imagine, like, I think of it as one, no one's not going to get this card. No one's not going to be talking about this card. Everyone's going to be in LA. Like, it's going to get so much love. You're on the card. You're a main fighter on the card, or whatever. Wherever you're at, you get a big win, a stoppage, or a TKO, like, and other stuff doesn't happen. Like, you have the chance to be on one of the best cards of the year. I know it's in January, but really is that stacked to me, and to make a statement. I think it's like it's more eyes on Grant Dawson.
Yeah, and I wouldn't disagree with that, but it's just, I felt like after my last fight, I finally had like a breakthrough moment. The fight went perfectly. The fans were cheering. The post fight was killer, and I wanted to keep that momentum going. But it's all good, man. I'll fight the first fight of the night. I'll fight in my backyard. I'll fight in front of 10 people. I'll fight in front of 10 million people. Doesn't change a thing. Fighting's fighting. I'm really excited to be on this card, and I'm excited to see what happens.
And it's insane. And like, we'll kind of just keep it going with the cards. Like, with all the fights, of course, the main event, we've talked about it. Every time we talked, that man's name came up. Not even that, the co-main with another championship fight, Moicano, I would say a good friend of yours, is on the card. Like, how cool is it to be like, dude, this is like it's a Grant Dawson type of card. Like, dude, Makhachev and Moicano on the same card. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of 55ers are on this card. And I know that they wanted to do Drew Dober and Joaquim Silva, Neto. I don't know how you say his first name. Okay. Neto on that card, which would have been an absolute banger. Somebody's going unconscious. So, they were trying to stack it even more full than it already is. But I'm super excited for this. I'm super excited to be on this numbered card. I can't wait.
Awesome. All right, here we go, guys. The main event of what we're here, UFC card break. Like always, all these cards we give back to you guys. All you have to do is sub the new YouTube channel. I will mail this cards to you. FTK by Grant Easy. What is that, FTK?
FTK stands for first turn kill. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh term. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it, man.
Look at that, dude. Wow. We're worldwide now, Grant. I don't know.
Let's
go. I showed out numbers earlier.
I'm the most dangerous Yu-Gi-Oh player on planet Earth.
I love it. I love it. All right. The first card to me doesn't get much better than this. Let me start with this, see if you can nail it, and then I'll give you better hints. To me, he's one of the most, or if not the most beloved UFC fighter on the roster. Everyone loves this guy. Fighters love him. Fans love him. He's from another country.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking Dustin Poirier or Wonder Boy, but you're saying
Close.
Another country.
Close from Dustin.
Beloved. Give me the weight class?
Lightweight. You could fight him this year. We talked about this. You could fight him.
Most.
He has the name.
The fighters love him. Yeah. So it's not Patty.
No.
Give me another hint.
He's from Brazil.
Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. The most beloved fighter. Yeah.
Dude, everyone loves him. Like I like him. He's great. This is a good one. Echo goes, the second most dangerous is me. Dude, I like this Echo guy. I like him. This guy was a featherweight, was a humongous prospect, and then just fizzled and doesn't fight anymore.
Russian guy?
Yes.
Zabit it's Zabit Sharipov. I don't know how to say his last name.
Yeah, that's him.
Which, by the way, can you imagine him versus Ilya Taporia before Taporia is Taporia? That would have been absolutely amazing. That biggest, I don't want to say waste of talent, because he's, medical reasons.
Do you know what happened to him, or why he decided not to fight?
It was medical reasons, is what I've heard.
Okay.
Something really bad with his liver is, I could be making this up in my head. Something I heard, medical reasons, something to do maybe with his liver where he couldn't cut weight anymore. I might be wrong on that, but that's what I've heard.
This card is I'm going to use the same kind of narrative that we just used. Maybe one of the most wasted products of what the UFC made. This guy had the highest high in the UFC and now has been descended for multiple years. An absolute disaster outside the cage, Grant. Hasn't fought, will never fight again.
I'm confused here.
Right.
Absolute high.
Maybe the biggest high in UFC history, has fizzled out, does not fight anymore. He's a mess outside the octagon.
Darren Till?
Bigger than that. The biggest high. Who's the number one UFC? Huh?
What's the weight class?
He was a featherweight champion. He was a lightweight champion.
He was a featherweight and lightweight champion. Oh, Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking too. I was thinking too.
Well, yeah, I don't think we've got a Conor McGregor before. I like that. Then, dude, this card is really cool. Me and you always debate, and I guess the debate is over now. Hey, Grant and the guy. I've been called worse before, so I'll take that.
Are you the guy?
Yeah, I guess.
Have you ever seen? You have kids. Have you seen Spy Kids 3?
Ooh, not 3. I seen 2, and I felt really good. Was that Antonio Banderas? He was in 2 and 3.
He was. I can't remember if he's actually.
I don't think I've seen 3.
I think he's slightly in it, but they go into a video game and they think he's the guy. They call him the guy. He's the best player in the game is the guy. Yeah. So that's you. You're the guy.
Hey, like I said, I've been called worse before.
There you
Guys,
go.
I hear this fight is canceled. Brian Battle missed weight by 4 pounds, and they're trying to work it out, but I'm hearing it's probably going to get canceled. So there you go.
I mean, Battle just fought. So that, I am a weight misser myself. So whenever somebody else misses weight, I try to give them the biggest benefit of the doubt. Sure. This is probably the first time he's missed weight, as far as I know. Real quick turnaround. I really hope they can make this fight happen. I really was looking forward to this one.
Me and you, we used to debate. I used to be on this man's side of the greatest heavyweight in UFC history. You always had another one, but this was my heavyweight.
Stipe.
Look at that, a firework card.
Do you still think it's Stipe?
No, it's as much as I know it's maybe so hyperbolic or so narrow. After that performance of him being away and him losing badly to Francis, he lost to DC. He lost badly to Jones. Like that was no, he's not the greatest of all time. No.
Would you say? I don't want to say that John Jones is the greatest heavyweight of all time because he's the greatest fighter of all time already. And he's had 2 fights at heavyweight.
So I probably go back to your Cain Velasquez. I really, as a UFC, the greatest UFC heavyweight fighter of all time is probably Cain Velasquez.
And I'd say I would go one further and saying that I don't think anybody beats a healthy Cain.
Yeah.
I other than knocking him out, anybody can get caught. I've been caught. You've been caught. We've all been caught. Other than being caught, I don't think anybody beats him. I think he's the best heavyweight of all time. The cardio Cain. Prime.
So do you think my question is, this is wild. Like you think a prime Jones, or is he not a heavyweight? Do you think John Jones in 2024 versus a prime Cain?
Cain.
Yeah.
Right. Cain. It's Cain Velasquez.
Dude, for one, how good was that pack? That was Charles Oliveira, Zabit, Connor, and Stipe. And we keep it going. This fighter is a middleweight fighter. He just lost, but again, he's one of the most fan-friendly middleweights. Everyone loves this guy. But he just took an L a month ago.
What card did he lose on?
That Abu Dhabi card. Middleweight fighter, beloved. Was a champion.
Whoa.
Fought for the championship again.
At middleweight.
Yeah. Australian, I believe. He's Australian? New Zealand?
I'm drawing a blank.
Ooh.
I'm drawing a blank. Give me a second.
Sure, yeah.
Most beloved Australian.
I think he was in the main event of the most, the crowd was the most fans ever. It was him versus Adesanya.
Oh, Whitaker?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting there.
Yeah, I would have got there.
Boom. People are on it. Look at this. Dude, I love it. People keep it coming. Okay, this guy is fighting this weekend on the main card. He's the biggest favorite on this weekend's card.
The biggest favorite on this weekend's card. What's the weight? Oh, is it Bryce Mitchell?
Yes.
Yeah, the only because he's fighting Crone Gracie. Every other fight's pretty close. Which, by the way, I've literally listened to the show. I know you and Elle have already talked about this.
Yeah.
Bryce Mitchell and Crone Gracie over
Aljamain Sterling and
Movsar. Undefeated, never lost a round versus one of the, in my opinion,
the greatest bantamweight ever in the UFC.
Yeah.
He really is.
Man, yeah. Merab's on his way.
He is.
Merab's on his way.
Yeah, probably one more win.
I'll say if Merab beats Umar,
yeah,
he's the greatest.
Yeah.
He's the greatest,
Yeah, I agree.
Because beat Sean, who beat Aljo, beat Cejudo better than Aljo, beat Piotr Jan better than Aljo. So if he gets past Umar, I'm done. He's the greatest. He's the greatest bantamweight of all time. Not even close.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to get this one, my man. He's a welterweight fighter. I hate to use the term because it's really frowned upon, but I think he's a journeyman. He's a welterweight. I believe he trains in the Texas area. He's had good fights. He's a good fighter. He's been in the UFC probably 14 fights, wins one, loses one. Good fighter, but
not
he's a
top
welterweight.
15.
No.
Biggest win.
Look at this on the spot. I actually think I think he beat a Cowboy Cerrone, if I remember right, towards the end there. Wow, that's a close one, Sean. Guys, Kevin Holland is better than a journeyman, I think. This guy, he's got
That's a
wins
good
against.
guess, though.
Huh?
That's a good guess, though.
Yeah, it's not bad. He defeated Court McGee, defeated Tim Means, Mickey Gall, Donald Cerrone, nailed it, 2021. I remember that fight. Max Griffin.
Wow, these are some good wins.
Yeah, not bad. He's lost to Chaos Williams, Anthony Pettis, Ponzinibbio, Buckley, Nico Price.
Is it Safe Sayoud's guy?
Yes. Yeah.
I know who it is. Do not tell me who it is. I know it's. Don't put it up on the screen either.
Okay.
What's his frick? I was literally in the locker room with him.
You fought on the same card as him?
He fought. I fought Joe Selecki. He fought.
Court McGee.
No, he lost that night. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh. You fought Joe Selecki. Wasn't that in April though? April, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Court McGee. He won.
Well, he did. He fought on my last card too, and he lost that one
to Daniel Rodriguez.
Yep. I can't think of his name. What's his name?
Wow. Alex Morano.
Morano. Hey. Oh my goodness.
Usually Grant spot on that. Usually he would got you were coming there.
So it's the worst thing is when you know who it is. You've got the face. You've got his whole resume out in front of you.
Bro, you literally were in the training room with them before both you guys went to war at a UFC event. Like
Joe Selecki must have hit me harder than I thought.
I don't know. Joe hit you, but
it was probably left over from Bobby, to be honest.
This is a cool card. It's like a green refractor. Maybe people would argue. You ready? Our Aljo Love, I think, at bantamweight. Some people think he's the greatest UFC bantamweight of all time. This guy right here,
Dominic Cruz.
Yes, nailed it first try.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only other one, right?
Because you can't put TJ in there. He's just null and void. TJ Dillashaw?
Not me. Not me. I'm the fans, It sucks. I think we've talked about this before where it's like John Jones, 3 failed drug tests, TJ Dillashaw, 1 failed drug test. Everybody hates TJ. Everybody loves John Jones. It's complete bull crap. I think he's one of the best. I don't care if he was sauced his whole career. He put on some of the best fights that we love. And when he was juicing, everybody else was juicing too. When he fought Renan Barão, the pound for pound best fighter in the world. That dude was
Barão was the biggest juice ever. Yeah.
From here down, that dude was juiced. So
I think it was me and you on air, or it was maybe me and L. So people hate TJ Dillashaw. They despise him. Dude, I hear, honestly, I hear some stuff off air, and sometimes I never say a lot of stuff. I hear he's a good husband. He's a good dad. He's a good guy. He took drugs to win fights better, whatever. Mike Tyson, everyone loves, raped a woman and went to jail for years. And then people love Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
It's wild. Wow.
Yeah. It's such selective, and I think that's a good lesson for the young ones, you could do something not that bad and everyone will hate you, or you could do something terrible and no one will care.
Another one, this person put Conor McGregor. It's wild. Some people love this man. He's horrific. All right.
Well, the one for me is the Diaz brothers. I have no you know how I feel about them. I have no understanding why people will go to bat to the death for the Diaz brothers. They don't care about you guys. They show up, they miss weight. Again, I'm a weight misser, so I don't judge, but they say they'll fight people and then don't fight people. We were supposed to get Nate Diaz versus Dustin Poirier 3 times, and it wasn't Dustin Poirier backing out, I can tell you that much.
Has Dustin Poirier ever pulled out of a fight, ever?
That I do not know.
I don't think so.
This
is going to be a tough one, man. This is going to be tough. He was actually just on Fight Bananas a couple weeks ago. He's a bantamweight fighter. He's the bantamweight of Alex Morano. A good fighter, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. Let me see if I can give you his best win. It's bantamweight. He's white, striker, wrestler. It's a tough one.
Chaz Skelly.
Close. God, that is so good. He's 35 years old, 7-7 in the UFC. How good did I nail that? Win one, lose one. He's on a 3-fight losing streak. I actually think he just retired. I think he just retired.
Did he just lose to Shear.
Yeah.
Cody Steele. Not Steele.
Did you see Cody Steele last night on UFC Fight Pass? Is that why you're saying that?
What is his last? Stamen, not Steele.
Stamen.
Yeah.
Man, this is another one. I will hear the arguments of the greatest bantamweight fighter ever. I think he's the most beloved bantamweight in the history of our sport.
No, I'm just kidding. The most beloved bantamweight in the history of our sport, Merab. No, I love
know a
Merab.
lot of people that hates Merab, actually.
Really? I love Merab.
Dude, I do too. I like him. He's great online. Dude.
He's hilarious. Beloved.
From New York. Just a beloved. Everyone loves this guy.
Bantamweight from New York. Everybody loves him. He
moved up in weight his last fights in his career, but he's a bantamweight. Dude, like one of the all-timers, Grant. All-timers.
I'm like going. Is he still fighting?
No, retired. He podcasts now.
Who's his biggest win?
BJ Penn twice.
Frankie Edgar?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. He's a New Jersey guy, isn't he?
Yeah, Jersey, New York, right?
Yeah. I was trying to place.
Dude, I think I'm gonna go the same thing. Not maybe. He is the most beloved light heavyweight of all time. Old school guy, really brought the sport up.
Glover Teixeira?
No, before him. He trained with Glover Teixeira.
Chuck Liddell.
Dude, these have been great packs. What are we doing?
Yeah, those are good ones.
This is a cool card too. This is a 3-4 years ago, she was arguable as the greatest female fighter alive, and it has been on a downward spiral, leaving after she left. Her coach has been horrible ever since.
One of the greatest female fighters of all time, Rose Namajunas.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't know she left Whitman.
Yeah. Been like 3 fights, or she's won it 2 since. I don't know. You remember when she didn't listen to Whitman and was listening to when she lost to Carla? I bet you he's like, dude, I'm done. Like, why am I going to put in my time? Imagine if Mike Brown's like, dude, Grant, we're losing 4 rounds here. You have to take him down. Like, do not throw another jab at him. Just run right into him, and you just keep jabbing at him for 5 minutes. Like how much time and effort the coaches put in,
Yeah, I've been in those where we were coaching this one girl, and it was me and James Krause at the time when I still trained with him, and we were coaching this one girl, and we just stopped coaching because if
you're not going to listen.
Well, it's not even like not listen. It's like she's just like she was like running in a circle, and just nothing was happening, and it was like it was an amateur fight too, so it was like 8 minutes in, we're just like everybody just kind of got on their phones,
This welterweight fighter's fan favorite as well. If you remember that one card that Chimaev and Diaz messed up the hold. Chimaev messed up the weight. Everyone felt bad for this guy.
Tony Ferguson?
No.
Richie Lang?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a bad one. He's a heavyweight. He fights on your card. He's like top 10 for somehow. I don't think he's that good. I'm sorry. Probably horrible.
Well, it's heavyweight, so.
Yeah. He's fighting Jalton Almeida on your card. Yeah. Spivak.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten. I don't even know who that is.
He's like number 7 in the world. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't really watch heavyweight, to be honest with you, bro.
Wow, this guy's on your card as well and is fighting one of your best friends at American Top Team.
He's fighting Moicano, so it's who's Moicano fighting?
You told me a month ago.
I know, Benil Dariush.
Yeah, there you go.
I was blanking on the name.
It's so people all the time are like, dude, why it would drive people crazy if people knew. Dude, I get one this is like a refractor. I'm not even going to say it because of It's a female bantamweight that I don't know anything about. It's Carla Rosa.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, there you go. 2 packs left, guys. Always a fun time. Man.
I'm a 2-pack a day kind of guy.
Dude, how's your pillow pack going? You still going good with that?
The what?
The pillows?
The pillows.
The Zens?
I don't do the Zens.
You don't?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I thought you got me into them.
No. Oh, the caffeine ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no nicotine in those. It's just caffeine.
Oh, there's no. Oh, Zens have nicotine?
Yeah. Zens have nicotine. The ones
just...
I use just have caffeine in them, and I only use them for fight week.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because you can only have like 1 cup of coffee in the morning on fight week, so it's like I need more than that. I need some energy.
We love this. This is the greatest fighter in the history of fighting.
John Jones?
The best husband of all time. Good looking. Funny. Dude.
Let's go.
Can't make that up. Says your rookie card.
Greatest
I like
fighter in the history of fighting.
Dude.
Grant the Conqueror.
Yeah, there you go. Dude, that doesn't show our names anymore. I don't know why. This guy we talked about is the greatest bantamweight of all time. He's fighting on this week against your teammate.
The greatest bantamweight of all time, fighting my teammate.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant my card. This weekend.
Yep.
Aljo.
Yep, Aljo. Good card, too. Look at that. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, that is good card.
Dude,
I don't know why he gets so much hate. I hate the fact that he gets hate.
Me too. Just because Peter Yan illegally need him. Yeah, right. It was wonky. I'll give people that. But it's like everything. Right. He did fight Yan 8 months later in a 5-round fight and beat him like clean. Yeah. Like I don't get it.
It's so, and it was like we were talking about earlier, where it's like, Mike Tyson did this and everybody loves him. TJ did this and everybody hates him. It's like, dude, Petr Yan is the one that threw the illegal strike, and we're mad at the guy that got struck illegally.
Yeah. And everyone loves Petr Yan. Everyone,
myself included. But I don't know. And maybe it was the way he handled it afterward, where he's like flaunting the belt and stuff like that, And
I get it. I do. I get some of it. I really do. But
like, guys, could you imagine winning a UFC World Championship? Like, I'm flaunting that shit. It's not my fault. You're the one that hit me illegally.
And I know, and it gets talked about beaten to death that Peter Yan's momentum for sure. Like Peter was taking over that fight. Absolutely. Like you can feel it. The first couple rounds, Sterling won on all judges. I remember that fight watching like, wow. Because everyone thought Peter Yan was the guy. Like everyone did. And Aljo won the first 2 rounds. All right. This guy I think he just got taken out. We always make fun of him because somehow he's always in the UFC lightweight rankings, but never fights in lightweight.
RDA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. All right. Last pack. Dude, this has been one of our best boxes. I feel this has been a good box.
Find the best card in this last pack.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the 20 questions.
Okay. Oh, can't be her. Can't be her. Okay, this is good. Okay. All right, so we got Julia Alvia. I'm sorry. I'm going to say this. The worst fighter in the UFC history, Roxanne Modafferi.
Dude, you might be right.
Dude, am I right?
Right, yeah.
All right. 2 left. This guy is fighting this weekend and is the biggest bet-in. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The second biggest bet-in favorite, I believe, on the card.
Because Bryce is the first?
Yeah, Bryce is the first. This guy's the second. Huge favorite against Clay Guida.
Oh, Chase Hooper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Chase, but I don't know if he should be that high of a favorite against anyone. But
dude, people keep saying that. My buddy Dakota Bush thinks that Clay's going to win the fight.
Yeah,
and it's not like he can win the fight. I think he's going to win.
Grant, you ever go to St. Petersburg?
No.
Sean Moody Manuel.
No, I don't believe so. I go where my wife tells me to go, to be honest with you. All right, we got
Last
20 questions here.
10 questions, right?
20. What? 10?
Is it 20? Okay.
We usually do 20. What do you want to do? You want to do 15?
You're the boss, brother.
Bro, the hardest part is finding out which way I got to okay.
I know. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's the one thing I'll say, great fighter, very well named. Like you'll get the name. You'll get it. So
got it. All right. So yes or no questions only.
Yep.
55 on down?
No.
Okay, so 70 on up. 170?
No.
85?
Yes.
Okay, 85. One of is he a GOAT?
That's a tough one. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
retired.
No.
Okay, that helps. That I was thinking like Anderson Silva somewhere in there. Fighting soon.
He's not on any official card, but a ton of rumors about him fighting soon. A ton.
185, really well known.
Yeah.
Top 15?
Yes.
Top 10?
Yes.
Top 10, 185. Oh, now I'm blanking on all the 85ers. Top 5.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
he's great.
Who's the top? Okay. The champ at 85 is Duplessis. So it's it's not Duplessis.
Not Duplessis.
Is Whitaker still top 5? Adesanya. Is it Adesanya?
Yes.
Boom. Let's go. The hardest part is like once you like hit the weight class, you're like, oh shoot, who's in that weight class?
Yeah, when you get the weight, you're in there. And to me, when you said GOAT, like remember there was talks of him. I think it was before he lost to DDP or before the Strickland fight. Like he was looked at as a GOAT.
He really was.
Yeah, I still got to give it to Anderson.
You know what the crazy thing is though is that he has like. You can't say Chuck Liddell is a GOAT because of he stuck around too long and he lost like all these in a row. And it was like, please retire, Chuck. Please, we don't want to see you get knocked out anymore. Same with, Tony Ferguson.
Right?
Israel's not there. He was winning the fight against DDP. He lost to he had one really bad performance to Sean Strickland.
It was a weird performance.
I think Sean loses to him if they fight again.
I agree. And I don't know. It's just, I'm not in it and you're in it. So you probably know this more about in the gym. It's just, I think it's weird when you are the champion, you lose it, then he won it again. He lost it. It's like, he probably doesn't get up as, you know what I mean? He's just not what he once was. He's just not, and he's in the top 3 greatest middleweight UFC fighters of all time. I don't think anyone can argue that. He's an all-timer for sure.
Yeah. And he's one of those guys where it's like prime.
Oh,
I don't think he loses a fight.
No, he didn't. He didn't lose rounds.
Give me the Adesanya that fought Whitaker the first time. The Adesanya that knocked him out from,
Remember what he did though? Costa was undefeated. He was kind of like Shavkat Rakhmonov. Everyone's like crazy about Shavkat right now and Ian Gary. Costa was that guy. And Izzy was a monster too. And he just made Costa look like an amateur. Like he's never looked the same.
The thing about Costa and the reason why we were so excited for that fight was because Paulo Costa was coming off of a win and a fight of the year contender over Yoel Romero.
Yeah.
And everybody was saying, like, dude, if you give Izzy his range, he's going to win. If you look at the fight with him and Gastelum wouldn't give him his range.
Right.
Okay, great, one of the greatest fights ever. This is what that's going to be. Fire versus ice. Total control versus total emotion. Who's going to pull this off? And then, it was Izzy that did it, but it was like, man, we really thought Paulo Costa was just going to, and now, he hasn't really won a fight that anyone cares about in.
Oh, yeah. He beat one of Luke Rockhold. Yeah. Remember he was like bleeding on him?
Yeah, Luke Rock. And that was a decision, right?
Yeah. Couldn't even stop him.
Luke's like 100 years old. He's got like two plates in his jaw. He's had his jaw broke like 3 times.
Yeah. Guys, all these cards we will mail to your address. All you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel, send us a picture, put your mailing address in there, and you'll get it. But this was the card of the thing. Dude, this will add to my collection. I don't even think I got this one yet. Let's see. What? A new one to the collection. There you go.
You pulled it.
I didn't have to spend $100 on it either. Dude, do you know, Grant, how much the most expensive card is of you out there? Dude, there's a card selling for $1,500 for Grant Dawson card.
Wow.
Yeah. One of one signature. 101. It's $1,500.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
So that's nuts.
Yeah. No pressure on you beating Diego Fierro now. Okay.
It's in the bag.
Yeah, in the bag. All right, brother, dude. Always appreciate you. You're the absolute best. It's holidays. I know it's gonna be a little bit different for you because you are fighting on January 11th in Los Angeles, dude. I don't know if you're into it at all. The arena where you're fighting is the newest, best arena in America. It's gonna be epic. Gonna be pretty dang cool, man.
Yeah, that's everybody. And whenever I tell them I'm fighting in LA and I'm fighting at this this arena that I'm fighting at. Everybody is like, dude, that's the new. It's amazing. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited.
They have they call it the wall. It's like made out of soccer. And it's like they've never done it like this in America sports. It's 8,000 seats and it just goes straight up the floor all the way to the top of the arena. And it doesn't. There's no middle. Nothing. It's just they call it the wall, and they say it's so loud because in the basketball they have the other team going that way, and they want it to be loud towards the end of the game. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited, man. I'm super excited.
The man, Grant Dawson. We'll talk to you soon, brother. Appreciate you. Happy holidays.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, brother. Later.
Bye.